What's up, guys, and welcome back for another Mirrorverse 101, and this time it's all about crystals. Crystals are the way that you get characters in the game, and there are many different types of crystals, and I want to kind of just break down of most of those types so you guys understand what you're going to get in them and which ones are the best ones to get. So as you know, with every character there are different star amounts from 1 star all the way to 5 star, and then beyond that you're going to go into your astral levels. So there's a nice chart that you can check out over on the Discord that explains all the different levels, how many tokens or shards that you need in order to get to each of those levels, and how much stardust and things like that you're going to get from opening these crystals. All right, so let's kind of start with some of the basic crystals and work our way up. So if I scroll over, one of the basic crystals that you're going to get is these glowing crystals. So glowing crystals give you anywhere between a 1 and a 3-star guardian. These are the crystals that you get for just doing your daily stuff and everywhere in the game for different achievements and things like that. So these are pretty common. But again, you're not really going to get a great guardian. You're just going to get up to a 3-star, which the probability is not very high. All right, so let's open one up. Let's see what we get. And this is probably what to expect. Something pretty basic when you get your guardian. So here's a Stitch and a 1-star. A lot of these are going to be 1-stars, so it's really just for maybe trying to unlock characters and build up the roster, but not really going to be the ones you're playing with, and that's what the other crystals are going to be for. All right, so the other type of crystal you're going to get on a daily basis and even multiple times a day is your Timekeeper crystals. So make sure you are looking at your Timekeeper crystals and you are actually continuing to make them and open them, because this is free stuff. So I've got one that's ready. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what we get. And I believe this was one of the 8-hour crystals. Let me throw that in there. Now again, the longer you wait for these crystals, the better the crystals should be, but don't really expect guardians out of these. You can get guardians, but they are rarer when you're going through them. So we got some energy, and now we get to pick the next crystal that we want to make. So this is very important to understand what time of day it is. How often are you going to log back into the game to grab the next crystal? So if you know you're very frequent, it's in the middle of the day, things like that, go ahead and do the 2-hour. But if this is something where it's going to be overnight and you're not going to be checking in on the game, go ahead and get one of the 8 hours or the 12-hour crystals. Now, the benefit of the 12-hour crystal is the fact that if you do get a guardian, you have a higher chance of it being a higher star guardian. But again, you get one of those probably every 5 or 6 days, if I had to guess, based on what I've been getting in the game. So it's not often, and even then it's one of the lower stars. So for me, I'm just going to go ahead and get the 12-hour because it's going to be a little bit later before I log in. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to craft a crystal. So like I said, just make sure you've always got one of these going, because if not, you're just wasting free stuff. All right, so let's go back. Those are the 2 crystals you're going to see a lot. And so now as we continue in, we've got a few other types. We've got the guardian crystals. We've got the stellar crystals, the astral crystals, and a choice crystal. All right, so next up, let's get stellar crystals. These are kind of the next crystal that you're going to see a good bit in the game. And in this crystal, you can get anywhere from a 2 to a 5-star. Now, if I go into the probability, you're going to see that most likely you're going to see a 2-star. You may see a 3-star, but to get those higher stars, it's going to be a lot of luck. So just keep that in mind. If you're buying those passes or the cards that give you crystals every day, these are the crystals that you're going to get. So let's just open one up. Let's see what we get. All right, so we're going to tap that crystal. And there we go. So we got a Judy Hopps. Like I said, 2-star. You're more likely to get a 2-star. There is a, little higher percentage for a 3-star, but don't expect any big guardians out of these crystals. Again, just going back to going wide with your roster and just getting them up with the stars. So next up, we have our astral crystals. So now your astral crystals are 3 to 5 stars, and they're going to have a little better open percentage for those higher tiers. Now you can see again, you're more likely to get the 3-star than the others, but you do have a better percentage to get that 4-star or that 5-star. And this is going to be the one that you're going to see in the store a lot. So we're going to see a bunch of deals where an Astral Crystal is included. And this is again, one of those good ones if you're just trying to build up a wide roster and you're not focus farming on a particular Guardian. All right, so let's open up an Astral Crystal and let's see what we get. I really like that we got a hero. All right, so we can see Astral Crystals are going to be good. They're going to give us those 3-star characters going forward. And now we've got a few other ones. So we've got the Guardian Crystals that you can see. We've got a 3-star and a 4-star. The difference with the Guardian Crystals are they're guaranteed. So this is a guaranteed 3-star, this is a guaranteed 4-star. And again, you may get some of these through the deals, you may get some of these through milestones or completing missions. So you want to make sure you're doing as many missions and getting as far along in the game as possible to get these, because this can be really big when it comes to your roster. If I open one up and I hit this button here, you can see guaranteed a 3-star. And the other thing to note is when you're looking through the list of characters, there are going to be a few characters that are not included in this list, and those are going to be your specialized characters. So if you think of characters like Mickey, Elsa, Jack, they're not going to show up in these crystals, so keep that in mind. There is a certain subset of characters that will be in these crystals, and over time, they will move some of those special characters into these crystals. All right, so the next crystal, and I do have one of these to show, is the Choice Crystal. Now, I believe the Choice Crystal may be the most confusing crystal in the game, especially when you're starting out. Now, if I click here, you can see we've got a lot of characters in here. It is 100% to get that particular character. And this is going to be a 4-star. So most people will be thinking, oh, I want this character, I want that character. And that's not quite what you're going to get in this crystal. What's going to happen is when we open this crystal, and I'll actually open this one so you can see it, it's going to give us a choice. And it's going to predefine what the 3 characters are that we get to choose from. So sometimes you may get a great character in here like Ariel or Bob, or in my case, we get some mediocre characters. Now Buzz is pretty good, Baymax is good, Genie's not so good, but I'm going to go ahead and pick Baymax because I am working with my Baymax, trying to get him up at a higher level. And this is where, again, I'm going to pick him and I'm going to be guaranteed that 4-star. What's nice about the 4-star is you also get the Signet that's going to help with their special ability. So it's a great crystal overall. A 4-star also unlocks that signature ability. I didn't realize I didn't have Baymax unlocked, so that's great. Really good crystal all in all, but keep in mind, occasionally you're going to get 3 characters that you don't really care about, or they're really low on the list. And sometimes you may get 3 really good characters and you're going to have to choose one. I just wanted to make the point that you don't get to pick any character you want. You're going to get a choice of 3. So let's go back and let's see what the next crystal is. So the next one that I want to talk about is the Famed Crystals. So you can see right now in the shop, we've got the Woody event going on right now. So we've got Woody, and we've got Elsa in here. You can also see that we have a few other ones like Maui and Gaston and, Hook and Sully and different ones in here. So there's a lot in here currently. Sometimes this is only 1 or 2 characters. Sometimes this is a bunch. Now, these are going to be where you want to spend your orbs if you're going for very specific characters. So I would recommend understanding what you want your team to be, what you know is a good character when it comes to things like the tier list, whether it's my tier list or it's Easy's tier list or any of the other ones that come out. And you want to make sure that you're focus farming them. Now, this is another one of those. It's not guaranteed. So we have a Woody Famed Crystal. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. And let's look at our percentages. So these percentages look a little different because you do have the ability to get a very specific character or one of the other ones. And you can see that the percentages, they give you a little bit better of a chance of getting a Woody, but it's not guaranteed. So this is one of those where I would say, from being in the game for a little while, only go after these if you get them like a package or something like that, or if you really, really want that character and you understand that you may spend a lot of orbs. You may crack 10 of these crystals and not even get that character. So just be aware, it could be a flop when you try to open the crystals, or you could get lucky. We've seen a lot of people on Discord with a 5-star Woody opening up these crystals, and we'll see what my luck's like. So we're going to open up this crystal, see what we get. And there we go. We did get a Woody and we got a 3-star Woody. So I'm not going to complain about that, but you just need to remember, you may not get Woody. You may not even get a good star Woody. So who knows? All right. So those are the basic crystals that you're going to see. There may be a few other ones that pop up, especially if you're buying the deals in the store where they have a guaranteed support guardian or a guaranteed tank guardian on the daily deals. Those are going to look a little different, but it's the same type of concept. It's just going to be lean towards one particular type. So if you get the support one, it's only going to have the support guardians in there. So, you know, you may want to do that if you're looking for a specific class of character. So the last little area is this shard. And I'm going to go over here because there's two different ones that kind of hang out in this area. We've got the guardian crystals. So these guardian crystals you are going to get throughout the game. So as you progress and as you do your missions and your achievements, you're going to get shards, which are going to open up these guardian crystals. So this is one of those things we saw in the other spot to be able to see the crystal and open it. But this is going to show you where you can make them after you get the shards. So I'm going to go ahead, use those shards to make that guardian crystal. And we can go ahead and open this up. I mean, it's a 4-star. Might as well open it. Let's see what's in there. So tap on that. 4-star. We got a Captain Hook. So not necessarily the character that I would want, but I'm not going to complain. 4-star, opening up his signature ability. That way we can do some testing on a future video. You'll also notice when we're opening up these characters, we're going to get the Stardust. So that's 450 Stardust right there. Now that's going to be used in the Stardust stores, so you can actually get direct characters that you want. So it's always great to open up these crystals because at a worst case, even at a 1-star, you're going to get 10 of that Stardust. And eventually you're going to be able to pick some certain characters over in the Stardust store. All right. So the last one's going to be the Alliance crystals. So I'm going to come down here real quick over to the Laurel shop. If you guys don't know, in the Laurel shop, these are the currency you're going to get from being in alliances and doing your dailies. And so you can use it on a lot of gear in here. You can directly use it on Donald or Goofy. But I personally like to get the Alliance Crystal Shards, and I put everything in there because we're going to get a higher percentage to get a higher star Donald or Goofy. And so once you get enough of those, you go back over to the shards. It's going to allow us to create this Alliance Crystal right here. So let's go ahead, make our Alliance Crystal, open it up. And again, this is going to give us a Goofy or a Donald. But you can see here, we got a 2-star. So sometimes it's 2-star, sometimes it's 3-star. But this is how you're going to get those two specific characters. This is really the only way to get those two specific characters. All right, and we've got one more. Let's go ahead and open up one more. See if maybe we get a Donald. Another Goofy. It's all right. It's all right. So another 2-star Goofy, working towards our 4-star Goofy. Can't really complain there, but that's what I do with those. And that's really the other crystal type that's there. So that's really it when it comes to crystals. They're pretty easy, a lot of different types within there, and understanding that each of these crystals are going to play their own role within the game. All right, guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope that explains crystals for you. If you like this kind of content and you want to see it live, definitely check the links below for my Twitch, but you can find me over on twitch.tv/defaultdan. We play Mirrorverse every Monday and Wednesday, and who knows, maybe we'll do a big crystal opening in one of the next streams. So let me know below, what character do you really want to come into that famed crystal slot so that you can maybe whale out a little bit and try to get that character 4 or 5 stars. But as always, guys, make sure like, subscribe on the channel, hit that bell for notifications when new videos drop. We're going to be trying to put out as much content as possible as we near global launch, and definitely show some support to all the other creators that are out there, because we've got a lot of cool people out there in the Mirrorverse putting out content to help you guys. And as always, y'all take it easy.